everybody! So today we are going to have a great chat about that tricky step in the revision process that everyone always seems to be unsure about, which is giving feedback. So if you've been following my writing journey so far, you know that I'm kind of in the third stage of revision for my current manuscript. I've been having it beta read by several people. And it kind of turns out that my manuscript wasn't quite ready to be beta read, so as there were several plot issues that were pointed out, and now my beta readers have kindly transitioned over to being my critique partners, where they've been giving me feedback, and I've been giving them feedback on their projects and manuscripts as well. So in this video, I'm just going to go over some tips, 5 tips actually, that I've learned when giving feedback to my critique partners and also taking feedback from them as well. Basically when working with critique partners as a whole. Some of you watching may be in the same stage as I am, some of you may be nearing that stage. That stage may be as far away as you can possibly imagine, but don't fear, because you can just take my 5 tips and take them whenever you want, so I hope they are useful to you. Here we go. Number 1. Ask your critique partner what they want you to focus on. When you find a critique partner, beta reader, whatever, it's so important that you communicate with them in the first place. Ask them questions, ask what they want to hear from you, ask about their manuscript if you get stuck with trying to find out what to say. No critique partner relationship should be one-sided. People shouldn't be throwing their manuscripts at you and saying like, hey, read this, and give me feedback please, and then disappearing. I've found in most cases that if you ask your critique partner for guidance, they will gladly give it. This is also a two-way street. If you want specific feedback from your critique partner, tell them. Don't leave it up to their imagination or for them to magically understand what you want from them while reading. They're reading your work for a reason, remember. In my latest rounds of revisions, I asked my critique partner to mainly focus on my main character and her passivity at some points during the action, and she was more than happy to oblige. Now, I have tons of notes geared towards exactly what I wanted feedback on. It's great, it's perfect. I know communication may be a given, like it's obvious that you need and want it, but personally, I know that I was shy about asking my critique partner at first. I'm here to encourage you that it's definitely not a misstep on your part to ask them for specifics. In fact, it should probably be encouraged, because at the end of the day, they are there to read your work for you. They are there to find out what you missed. If you're just having your critique partner read your story for fun, then that's what you're going to get, fun feedback. But if you want your critique partner to read your story for feedback and for specific information, then you're going to get that. And which one at the end of the day will help your story more? Number 2, play to your strengths. Now, this might sound a little unclear. Basically, what I mean is, if you feel you're unequipped to give feedback on certain elements, it's okay if you don't. If you specialize in giving feedback about character development and plot, then by all means go for it. But I will also say that it is worth it to do your research for all the different types of formats for your novel. I have had my critique partners write in the same format, either third-person narrative or first-person narrative, for their manuscripts that I'm critiquing in return. But for this year, my critique partner has kind of a different format for her novel, and it's unusual to me, and I've been gladly reading it for her. I've been gladly finding out what works and everything. Just because I didn't know the format of her manuscript didn't mean that I was just gonna give feedback about just one specific thing and ignore the rest of the manuscript. I did my research on the type of novel that she's writing, on the format, and it was really, really useful, because then I could add on to the feedback that I was actually already prepared to give, while also figuring out what else I could give her based on the specific format that she's writing in. Number 3, be specific in your feedback. One thing that's helped me know where to go in my story so far has been specifics on what I need to work on and make more clear. Whether you're talking about motivation, plot lines, etc., try and be specific in your feedback so that you and your critique partner both have good ideas of those problem areas. Like for me, one character of mine, one side character, wasn't quite getting across to my critique partner, and it was important to me that she let me know that, because now I know what to work on in this next draft. Again, that might be pretty explanatory, but like I said, critiquing someone else's work can be stressful, and all these little questions and all these little things to watch out for may slip your mind at some point, so here you go. You can just watch this video again when you need reminding. Number 4, establish a timeline. This one should also be explanatory, but ask when your partner would like their feedback back and vice versa. This is especially important if you're planning on entering any pitching contests like I am, like Pitch Wars in September. And most importantly, try and stick to the deadline that you and your critique partner set. If you can't, for whatever reason, make sure you tell your critique partner so that they're not expecting anything different. One part of critique partner relationships that I've learned is setting expectations and setting goals for the both of you, because even if you're talking in person or over email, over chat, over message, whatever, it's just so important to communicate when you want your work read by, when your critique partner wants their work read by, and all that good stuff. I guess a lot of these tips come down to good communication, good talking with your critique partner, between your critique partner and you. So, communication is key, as it is in so many relationships. It may not be key in relationships between your characters because they want to serve their plot, but if you're having trouble with that too, ask your critique partner to tell you. There you go. Number 5. Find a platform that both of you are comfortable giving feedback on. Sometimes giving feedback and swapping stories can be unnecessarily complicated, especially when it comes to which writing software you're working with. Personally, I found Google Drive and Google Docs to be the easiest to work with when I'm commenting and giving suggestions, simply because I'm more familiar with it the most. Word, Microsoft Word, not so much with commenting. Something about the format throws me. I don't know. Whatever platform you choose, also make sure you know how to use it, because especially if you are on a deadline with your story, with your critique partner's story, with both manuscripts, you don't really want to waste anyone's time or any of your time by trying to figure out a software and figure out how to give your critique partner the feedback that they need and that they deserve without any unnecessary distractions or complications or mishaps. Alright, well, those are my 5 tips for giving feedback to your critique partner. Let me know if you want any more tips. Let me know if you want me to address giving feedback for anything in particular. I might make a video coming soon that's about finding critique partners. I know that every journey is different, and I know that probably lots and lots of authors have made videos about this exact same topic, but still, it might be helpful to hear it from another person, especially where I am at with my journey right now. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I know it was fun for me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Hopefully there won't be as long of a delay as there was with this one. To everybody who's living up in the Northeast like me and who hasn't gotten their power back yet, good luck, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching, everybody, and goodbye.